I've always had a passion for being around and learning about animals. When I was younger, going to zoos and animal parks was always a part of my life. I wanted to share my passion with family and friends, so I started working with people that loved animals as much as I did, and my YouTube channel was born. Welcome back to my animal education series. Today I'm here with Anna. So where are we?
We are at Wildlife Prairie Park in Hannah City, Illinois.
That was a mouthful, so I had her say that. But what do we have here behind us?
We have our herds of bison and elk out in their pasture right here.
So where can you find these animals in the wild?
In the wild, they're mostly out west. You have the big Yellowstone National Park where they're really popular. So I think even in Missouri they have started to try and reintroduce an elk population, but other than that, they're mostly found out west.
So, as most people know, the bison were nearly wiped out. So what conservation projects have been taking place to help them?
Basically setting aside land like Yellowstone. They made it so people can visit in there, but obviously no hunting or anything like that, and so the numbers have came back pretty fast from that.
How many bison do you have here?
We actually have 22 adults and 10 babies right now. We have 2 bull bison and then 20 cows and then the 10 babies, and that number kind of fluctuates through the years.
And then how many elk do you have?
We actually have 16. We have 1 bull elk and 15 cows, and so far no babies, but they usually, I think last year we had 12, I think, so hopefully pretty soon we'll start seeing some.
So do they usually share a pasture like this, or are they separate?
I think they do cross paths in nature, but the elk do like forests more than the bison do, so they kind of have that separation. The elk will eat more brush and shrubs than the bison will.
And is this pasture behind us also theirs?
Yes.
Looks pretty big.
Yeah, we can. So yes, this pasture is also theirs, and it's about 65 acres. We've actually replanted it a couple years ago, and that was because we wanted to get the bison and elk from eating so much grain, because it's not the healthiest. It's more natural for them to eat the grasses that are out here. And since we do have bison and elk, we've had to plant both kinds of grasses that one of them likes more than the other. So it's not all plants that the bison like or all plants that the elk like. It's kind of a mixture. And it seems to be working pretty good. They definitely don't eat as much grain as they used to. So.
Are these elk and bison endangered?
They're actually not endangered. Many places are involved. They kind of farm them and help reintroduce populations into different areas throughout the Midwest.
And how are parks like this beneficial to their survival and their conservation?
Yeah, they're beneficial because they just basically educate the public about them and their history and what has been done to bring them back from near extinction.
Are these your only herds?
Yes, these are our only herds. People are able to see them from this viewing deck, but you can also go for a ride on the adventure trek where you actually get to go out in the field and get a closer look at the bison and elk.
And your friend here was mentioning a conservation project for the bison, so could you explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, there's actually another area where they're introducing a bison herd in Nachusa. It's called Nachusa Grasslands, and that's in Franklin Grove, Illinois. Basically, they introduce this bison population, and they're just letting them do their thing. No vaccinations or, outward input, and they're basically seeing how they're doing by themselves.
Well, I hope that goes good, because of course we need more bison.
Yep, and I believe you can visit that one too. Might be a few more rules. They can't have people doing what they want with wild bison herds either. So.
Well, thank you so much for talking about your elk and bison herds and kind of about the animals themselves.
Yes, thank you.
And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my Instagram @ColeShirt. As always, I'll see you next week.